The disappearance of Elson Tumwine, a third-year student, was first announced through a notice seeking help to find a missing student from the College of Agriculture and Environmental Science at Makerere University. According to the notice, addressed to the public, the Dean of Students and the school and college administration, Tumwine went missing on June 8th from Hoima district, where he was participating in an internship program. It wasn't until this week, more than a month after his disappearance, that Tumwine reappeared at the Entebbe Magistrates Court and was charged with hate speech and violations of the Computer Misuse Act. The prosecution stated that in May of this year, Tumwine shared a video on his TikTok account in which he offended the Speaker of Parliament and President Walter Mwesigye. The statement was described by the prosecution as an attempt to ridicule, demean, or promote hostility against President Mwesigye and Anita Among, the Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. In court, Tumwine pleaded guilty to the charges and sought forgiveness. The case now awaits the magistrate's sentencing decision. However, sources had earlier indicated that his captors advised him to plead guilty and be set free, despite him being held incommunicado for days. Elson Tumwine's case is not different from quite a number of others that have been reported about in the past. And there is a general feeling that those in power could actually be using this tactic to punish severely those they do not agree with. But the big question remains, could the misuse of the law be surpassing the actual misuse of the computer?
Yeah, there's a term, I learned it from my friends in Zimbabwe. They call it lawfare. Yeah, so there's warfare. So there is that lawfare where you basically you instrumentalize the criminal justice system, you weaponize it for fighting political battles. So that if Toko is a member of the opposition and he says something you don't like, you use the law to fight him.
Toko explains that the plea of guilt could have serious implications for Tumwine.
So for that kind of injustice to happen, and then you suffer even second injustice in being coerced to plead guilty to a frivolous offense of that nature, for me it is very appalling. Any judicial officer with worth their salt should have known that there is an injustice there. The law says that you can hold someone for 48 hours maximum. Now, in this case, they made an agreement, the father made an agreement with Fred, who some say is a UPDF soldier, UPDF liaison officer with the police, and that Elson was going to plead guilty, which took us by surprise. Because once you plead guilty, that complicates things. Even your appeal is a bit complicated. You can only challenge the plea or the nature of the sentence. You cannot challenge your conviction. Now, what that means is that he will have a criminal record on his file for a very long time. In fact, forever.
Uganda has seen a series of crackdowns, especially on those opposed to President Museveni's rule, and this may be exacerbated by the upcoming election period. Entebbe Grade 1 Magistrate Edgar Tusime has scheduled the sentencing of the 23-year-old Tumwine for Monday, August 4th. Walter Mwesigye, NTV.